What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be installing some Rally mud flaps on this 2020 Toyota CHR. Now, a little backstory. This is my little sister's car. She's so inspired by me because, I've put so much money in my Crosstrek. So she wants me to do a couple little modifications here and there to her car. See, I already kind of put like these little window vents. It's all cosmetic stuff. I mean, it's a CHR. You can't really do too much to it. So, I found some Riley mud flaps for this thing that I think are going to look really cool on it. Haven't seen anybody run them on the Toyota CHR. I mean, I don't really look at CHRs, but all products for this car, I haven't really seen them. I looked them up on Rokbloz, and they came up with them. So we'll go ahead and run them. These mud flaps will work on 2017. I believe it said 2017 plus. So starting from 2017, you got 2017 all the way up. You're good to go. You should work on your car. So we'll go ahead and hop into this install. Let's go. Alright guys, so this is the kit that you get from Rokbloz. As you can see, it comes with your 4 flaps. It comes with some hardware for the front and the back. Everything is labeled, good to go, ready to go. Now this retailed for about $100, $99, $95. But yeah guys, so Rokbloz is a really good company. I have them on my Subaru. I've had them on a couple other vehicles. Very good quality mud flaps. So we'll go ahead and get into the install. Alright guys, so here we are at the front. What I went ahead and did is what you're going to do is you're going to cock the wheel all the way to whatever side you're doing. So that way we get full access to right here underneath the fender well. So first thing we're going to do is going to be removing this bolt and this bolt. So we'll go and do that right now. And it is a 10 mil. Now for the second bolt, what you're going to do is take a bolt, washer, and then you're going to take one of the supplied spacers and put it back behind here, slip it all the way through, and then just screw it back into place. And that's the front done. So what you're going to do is go ahead and move on to the other side and do the same thing to the other side. Alright guys, so now that we're done with the front, we can go ahead and move on to the back. So the first thing you're going to want to do is come behind the wheel, and you're going to locate these 3 little push pins right here. They're OEM. You're going to pull out this one, and that's going to give us access to our first bolt. So we're going to pull this one out, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright guys, for this next step, so putting that bolt in, what you're going to need is you're going to need this insert push pin, the washer, the supplied L bracket, and the little bracket for the L bracket, and your 1.5" screw, okay? So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to attach this gold little plate to your L bracket, okay? So first, we're going to go ahead and put in that replacement clip. Like that. Then we're going to take our spacer, our bracket, put the spacer on top like that, run the screw through the bottom, and that should just screw right in. Just get that started. Ooh, look at that bad boy over there. Oh, look at the FJ2. Ooh, that lineup. Alright, just kidding. Moving on. Alright guys, so I went ahead and got the car jacked up just a little bit. I kind of worked a little ahead. So what you're going to want to do is remove this bolt right here, and there's a push pin right here. So just pull those 2 off, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alright guys, so what you're going to want to do now is take your first bolt. It's the 1 inch, or that, yeah, I think it's an inch. The 1 inch bolt, then your spacer, then the mud flap, and then the little baby spacer. Then you sandwich it all together. Now I'm going to try and go ahead and get this done without taking off the tire. The manufacturer, or Rokbloz, recommended that you take off the rear tire just so you can get a better installation or easier installation. But I'm going to see if I can get away with not having to do that. So just take that into consideration when you're doing this. So now for this very top hole, what you're going to want to do is take the supplied little I don't know what this is, push rivet deal. Screw goes in it and just tightens through like that. So you're gonna take that. Actually, you need a washer also. So you're gonna need a washer. Boom. This goes straight into the little hole. Should have did that first, but I didn't. So you're gonna slide that in there. We'll remove that push rivet. Boom. And now you put your bolts and washer through. And that same insert point. Like that. Alright guys, so now that we have these two guys bolted down, what we're going to do now is figure out, I really don't want to have to take this tire off, but I might have to. There's one more down here that we have to attach, you know, when we did the little L bracket at the bottom. That's the last one you got to do. Now there is one drilled out right here. I'm not sure why. There is absolutely nothing back here. Maybe they just want you to drill in the plastic, I don't know. I'm not seeing a pre-made hole, bolts or anything that was right here. But there is one here, I guess if you want extra security. I mean, it's down, you know, once this, it's not going to go anywhere once this is on. Once this last one's on, it's not going to go anywhere. So I guess this one might be for extra measure, I'm not sure. Or maybe some of them come with a bolt that's right here, I don't know. But there's nothing here on this one to indicate to me that we need to put something here. So I guess it's circumstantial. If this applies to you, then knock it out. If it doesn't, then I just leave it. Alright guys, so now, gonna attempt to try and figure out how to get this last one. So washer, again, small screw, I think it's the 0.75, and then you're gonna try and feed it into this little bracket that you had. Now again, you're gonna have to get creative with the tools. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use here. I don't really know. What's going on, kind of. Now you're just gonna have to get creative with the tools. And just tighten that down, and then you're good to go. That's pretty much it. So I'll go ahead and attempt to tighten this down, and after that, after I get the other side done, we'll go ahead and wrap it up, and I'll show you guys some visual clips at the very end. Okay. All right, guys. So real quick, I went ahead and did it on the other side. So for this bolt, I told you guys, you know, you have to get kind of creative. What I went ahead and did was use the original one that we pulled out from here and just placed it in here. It worked out perfectly. What I'd recommend you do is use the bolt. Again, my only caveat with this kit is it comes with screws and not bolts. If they came with bolts, life would be so much easier, so they're all screws. And there was absolutely no way for me to get in there, so what I went ahead, again, I just used the bolt that we already used, that was up here, put in the very last hole, and you're good to go. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's the little used bolt that we had taken out. So it worked out good. I just put a wrench in there, got it tucked away, and now it's good. They're not going anywhere. So just thought I'd throw that in there. And yeah, I'll go ahead and move on and show you guys the end product.